Fixing to cut a coastal field that's being overtaken by Johnson grass. And I've already shredded this once. I shredded it just above the height of the coastal about 2 weeks ago, and it's just came roaring back. You can see it's gone to seed already, so I'm kind of screwed. All those seeds are just going to make more grass, but the coastal looks awesome. It's nice and thick. All this rain we've been getting has just made this field go absolutely crazy. I mean, it's you know, it's way above my knees, so it's going to make a whole bunch of hay. But here we go. Just now getting an opportunity to cut this field because we have been getting a ton of rain here in Texas, and it's put me behind everywhere as far as making hay. You know, we had to wait for everything to dry out, and now that it's all dried out, it is just absolutely as thick as can be. I've never seen it this thick. You know, it's just above my knee in most spots. And this Johnson grass, it's almost as tall as the tractor, so it is it's going to make a lot of hay. Unfortunately, you know, with this Johnson grass in it, a lot of horse customers don't like it because they're scared of it if it's not baled correctly. But I'm going to have to discount the hay significantly because of how much Johnson grass is in it. So it's a great forage, I think, if you cut it properly or graze it properly, but there's a lot of people scared of it. So, but you know, it's I think I can make up with the quantity of how much hay I'm going to get out of this for how much I'm going to have to lower the price per bale. Probably like $5 to $10 a bale, but it's still a great forage. It's highly fertilized, weed killed. You know, a lot of this Johnson grass has already gone to seed, so if I don't get control of it, which I'm having a hard time doing, it's just going to make more Johnson grass next year. So we'll see, but you know, everything's going pretty smooth as far as making hay, but I just started, and it's 4:30, so I'll be cutting this hay well into the night. I'll check in with you, I guess, towards the end come nightfall. Well, we'll wrap it up. Wrapped up this 30-acre field. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I don't know if y'all can see this very well. It's not coming through on the camera, but these little LED lights I put in here, they do help brighten it up. But yeah, it's going pretty smooth. It's pretty warm. it today because I got too much other things going on, unfortunately. It probably could be baled later this afternoon, you know, around 2, 3 o'clock, the hottest time of the day, but there's just no way I can make it work with what I got going on. But so tomorrow I'm going to come out here and get it all rolled up. You can see I've got a orange hay rake. Those of you that follow the channel, probably in my last videos you saw my old rusted out 8-wheel, I think it's a sidetracks rake. Well, I bought this one from a local feed store here in Vernon, and it's a Kuhn 8-wheel, SR 108 I believe is the model. And man, it's a big difference going from an old worn out rake to this newer one. I'm not sure what year it is, but you know, it's I don't have to work on it. Now it did have a couple of broken tines, which you're going to break some tines on these wheel rakes, but so instead of buying just replacement tines, I went ahead and bought a whole wheel and replaced one of the front wheels because it was a little bit bent, and that extra wheel I'm going to use for parts for the tines and the bolts and stuff. So but man, what a world of difference. I'm able to rake two 9-foot swaths with this thing, so it's in all it's an 18-foot rake, an 18-foot wide rake, the way it's set up right now. So, which is perfect because that TM 700 motor I have is a 9-foot cut. So 2 of these into one, you know, doubling up my time when it comes to raking. It doesn't take long. You keep the RPMs low on the tractor so you don't burn a lot of fuel, but. Well, I am getting my butt kicked. This baler has been plugging up, and I think it had to do with my ground speed. You know, I'm doing 4 miles an hour. If I had it up at 5 miles an hour, it would plug up on me, and I've been breaking shear bolts. Sorry about the noise. I'm pumping out the bales here. Trying to do this with 2 hands. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm having to get out every 10 bales and pull this twine out because this one side's not catching to wrap around the bale. And then on top of that, I've been breaking shear bolts. Well, you can't see it, but the shear bolt right here, I had to go to the parts store and get a whole bunch of bolts because I've been snapping them left and right. It's just, there's so much grass from all that rain we got. The windrows are so damn big, you know, I couldn't adjust my hay rake any tighter because it was balling up. So I have to go 4 miles an hour or less to keep this thing from plugging up and busting a shear bolt. And then on top of that, you can't see it right now, I'm leaving all kinds of chaff on the ground. So I'm kind of tired of that round baler. I'm about ready to trade it in. I think it's time anyway. So I've actually put a call out to get a price on a new or used baler if they even have it in stock. They're hard to come by, but it's kind of a rant. I've been fighting it, you know, all afternoon, all morning, all afternoon. You know, I've got that much hay on the ground as far as round bales. So welcome to farming, right? So I'm gonna set you guys up somewhere where y'all can kind of watch. So yeah, you can probably see all the chaff on the ground. I got the GoPro back there on the side. So this pickup on this round baler is probably, I think it's like 3'8" or 4 foot wide. And these windrows are 4 foot wide, but it's just not picking it all up. And it's just frustrating having to stop every 10 bales, pull the twine out, replace the shear bolt. I just put new belts on this baler this year too. That was $1,200 from American Seed and Fence. And I would turn that buzzer off, but I will forget and I will plug this thing up again if I have that buzzer off. Yeah, so anyways, it's a great baler if you're using it as a backup. Or you have not so thick grass or windrows. So I think adjusting my speed down to 4 miles an hour has fixed the problem with plugging and breaking shear bolt. Okay, I'm just up at the bell now. Yeah, so it's 96 degrees. 96 degrees. The hay was just barely ready this morning. I started at about 9 o'clock, and it was kind of borderline. My moisture meter was going off at 28-30% quite a few times, but I'm not too worried about it now. The hay's dry. It's completely cured. I mean, here's the moisture meter. So it's going to be good hay, and yeah, I'm just going to keep working with the situation and see if I can get all this done, because I think waiting another day will really burn the hay up and take all the nutritional value out of it. So I'll check in when I get all this done. It's the following day. I finally shut it down about 4 o'clock. It got real hot, and I kept having trouble with the round baler. I kept having to get out and pull the twine out because the twine wouldn't catch. And just got real frustrated. Probably wondering what that noise is. I'll show you here in a second. So I got real frustrated, so I said, screw it, I'm going to the house at 4 o'clock. And during all that, I said, let's look at round balers. So I found a used round baler. It's a 2018 New Holland RB 450U utility. It only needs 40 horsepower to run. And it automatically wraps the bell for you. And this is net wrap. There's one of the bells there. I went from a 1992 John Deere 335 round baler that makes a 4 foot by 4 foot bell to a 2018 New Holland that makes a 4 by 5 bell with surface wrap or net wrap. I'm coming up to a bell now. I'll show you the difference. And man, what a night and day difference. It's so much more efficient and faster. I'm still learning the kinks and stuff. You can't, here comes the bells. There's a 4 foot by 4 foot on the left and a 5 by 5 on the right. So I'm able to stuff more hay in one bale, and it automatically wraps the bell for me, so it's a lot faster. I will definitely do a video on this round baler coming out. So I just want to finish this video here with getting this bell field, getting this field bell. And here's the baler. I'm also able to do 6.5 miles per hour stuffing this thing when the last baler, the 335, I can only do about 4 miles an hour. So yeah, it's a huge difference. But anyways, I'm gonna finish this up, so stay tuned for the final bell count, and then I'll show you the round baler. Final count, 163 bells on 30 acres. So that's about 5 bells to the acre. That's pretty damn good. And there is the new used baler. And it is awesome. It is a night and day difference compared to the old baler. And here's the difference in bell size. That's a 4x4 bell. There's a 4x5 bell. Surface wrap. 4x4 comes up to about right here on me. and the 4x5 up to my shoulder. So it speeds up the process of baling hay because you're stuffing more hay into a round bale. So I guess if you're selling hay, you'll make more 4x4s, but you can't charge as much. So I guess it equals out, but it's a pretty looking bale. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. 163 bales, not bad for 30 acres. Stay tuned for more videos on this round baler. You know, even though it's a 2018, I still got to do little adjustments to it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for following the channel. Can't thank y'all enough, and I guess we'll see you on the next one.